up the phone, I really need to talk with you. Cause if you're not home, I wonder where you slept last night. Are you seeing someone new behind my back? Just another dude's for a little romance. Pick up the phone, I really need to understand. Never had no trust issues, never had to break the rules. Always trying to tell the truth.
Hey, you guys, it's Deedee Rich, and I'm back again with another episode of the Relationship Within the podcast series. Tonight's title is We Cannot Get to Our Blessings Because We Are Too Busy Holding On to Distractions. This title is so important because I just see not only myself at times I have done this, and I've had to catch myself in the moment, but I've seen so many people, especially since the pandemic, allow the distractions of the world, the distractions of other people, the wants of other people, people constantly coming to you for advice, coming to you, I need this, I need that, and they're putting basically their worries on you. If you're that go-to person like I am, and everybody wants to come to you for questions, everybody needs your help with something, I know it's a lot of people out there that's like that. Like you're that pillar for most people. If you're that person, then you'll probably resonate with this topic and what I'm going to say. It took me a while to realize that I was so, involved in helping other people and helping other people solve their problems, helping them to make their money, helping them to, fix their relationships and all these types of things, that I wasn't paying attention to myself. And so this topic is important because I feel as if so many people out there are forgetting about themselves. You're forgetting that God has blessings for you. There are things you're supposed to be doing here on this earth that is specifically for you. But there are also blessings attached to those things that you are also supposed to be gaining in your life to make your life easier. But you can't get to those things because you're so distracted. You're so distracted by everyone else's wants and whims and desires. They want this, they need that. And if you're anything like me, you feel for people, you have empathy for people, you're always trying to help people out, save people from their own self. But what I've learned is that you can't save anyone. You can't save nobody from themselves. We're all here on a spiritual journey, a spiritual walk, and we all have a certain path that's laid out for us. And we all have free will. And so if they're choosing to do the wrong things constantly, you can't keep saving them. If they are not seeing where they need to work on certain things within them in their lives, you cannot save them. You can only be the example. You can only be that person that, walks the walk, and so in hopes that other people will be uplifted when they see you. That's the most we can do. But we can't, like they say, you can't, you can bring a person to the well, but you can't make them drink, right? And there's so many people out there. I mean, when I talk to people sometimes, it's like they come to you for help, but they don't really want the help. They just want somebody to listen to them complain. And that's why I'm saying, as long as we are holding on to these distractions in our lives, we can't get to the blessings, the things that are meant and destined for us in this lifetime. And that doesn't mean that you don't help people. That doesn't mean that you don't lend a hand. But I think we have to be smarter in understanding when we're actually helping and when we're hindering, when we're actually coddling and actually getting in the way of God's plan by stepping in and thinking we're helping a person, but we're hindering the situation because all we're doing is aiding them where they are. We're coddling them. We're making it easy for them to stay in their comfort zone, stay in the space where they don't want to learn. And so my thing is, if you come to me for advice, for help on something, if you are not already trying to at least attempt to help yourself, and you're not showing that you want to grow in something, then there's a limit to how much I can add to that situation. And so I think it's very important for all these empaths or people who are just loving people who just want to help and see the world be a better place. I get it, because I'm that person too. But we're not helping by constantly lending the same family member money, or every time somebody come to you and need something, you never know how to say no. Sometimes no is the help. Being able to say no to a person is helping them to understand the reality of the situation and things that they need to fix. Helping them by giving in to their desires is sometimes the hindrance. And so being able to say no, or not giving them that thing and letting them feel the stress of whatever that thing is, they need to go through that sometimes in order to push themselves out of the situation. But here we are trying to save them, and we're getting in the way of them learning their lessons so that they can grow out of it. And then with people who are out here who are not willing to change their lives or willing to grow, some people are just fixated in their mind that I am who I am. Take me as I am, as they say. They don't intend to change. Some people do not intend to change, and they're looking for people like me and people who are out there who are trying to help. They're looking for people like that they can go cry on their shoulders, and they know that person is going to, oh, well, how can I help you? And so we have to be very mindful of this type of energy that's out there. It's keeping us from our blessings. It's keeping us from taking care of our children and our households and our families, our mates, if you're in a relationship. And if you're in a relationship with a person that's doing something like this, it's time to put your foot down, because you are really there and you're their pincushion. See, it's not love to give to a person who is not equally giving back to you. And I don't mean in a financial sense. I don't mean, when I say equally giving back to you, the scale should be balanced. So I should be receiving emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically the same level of gift that I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to meet me somewhere in the situation to where we're both uplifted. And if a person cannot do that, then they're standing in the way of your blessings. And it's funny, because I see people, and I have myself been in a situation where I couldn't get my blessings because of who I was with. That person was not supposed to receive that blessing. So until I left that person alone, I had my blessings on hold. And so people have to look at that. You're engulfed in these distractions that the world and life is giving you, and we're not looking at it that way. We're looking at it like, oh, I'm just helping out. I'm doing God's will. But God didn't want us to be stupid and just let people walk all over us, because God created us. So he didn't create us to be just useless. That's being useless. When someone's able to just come in and walk all over you. And so you have to create boundaries. You have to create a situation where you are also healing and moving forward in a situation. So if you're in a connection with someone and you are holding most of the weight, or you look up, like I'm saying, and they have so much stuff going on in their lives, so much drama that you're always having to save them. And I don't care what relationship this is. This could be sister, brother, you know, parent, child, child, parent, whatever it is. You know, you have to have a point where you draw that line and you realize, I'm not helping here. I'm not helping. I'm actually in the way. I'm holding this person up from their lessons, which would eventually lead them to their blessings, and I'm holding my blessings up. And so I can't move forward. And so I said all this to say, you know, stop holding your blessings up because you're so distracted by everything. I don't care if it's your job. A job should never be a place that you have to go to that you're so distracted in a negative way. You know, you hate getting up going there. You got to do something about that. That means you got to fix that. Because it's rearing its head in that way, and it's showing up in that way because it's something within that situation that you have to fix and change. And so stop holding up your blessings. Live your life. That's the best way to help anybody or any situation, is to live your life and be the best example you can be, in hopes that they will one day see the blessing in you and realize that, hey, I want to be blessed too, and change for the better. Other than that, you're just standing in their way, in your own way. So with that being said, that's all I have to say for this evening for you guys. I hope everyone's blessed out there. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day and a wonderful evening. And until next time, you guys, peace and blessings.
Care about what I say. I've been trying to do my best and keeping my promises. Never want to second guess, but when it comes to you, I've been feeling hesitant.